start off with the
Candles dance where the candles glow. Cards with you what the spirits know. Come to me when the veil is thin. I'll guide you where the lost begin. Whispers.
So we're going to go from Samuel 1:24, starting at 2, and we'll go till we hit 26 under chapter 2. So Hannah's prayer says, Hannah prayed and said, my heart rejoices in the Lord my horns is lifted high. My mouth boasts over my enemies, for I delight in your deliverance. There is no one holy like the Lord. There is no one besides you. There is no rock like our God. Do not keep talking so proudly, or let your mouth speak such arrogance, for the Lord is God who knows, and by him deeds are weighed. The bows of the warriors are broken, but those who stumbled are armed with strength. Those who were full hire themselves out for food, but those who were hungry are hungry no more. She who was barren has borne 7 children, but she who has had many sons pines away. The Lord brings death and makes alive. He brings down the grave and raises up. The Lord sends poverty and wealth. He humbles and he exalts. He raises the poor from the dust and lifts the needy from the ash heap. He seats with them princes and has them inherit a throne of honor. For the foundations of the earth are the Lord's. On them he has set the world. He will guard the feet of his faithful servants, but the wicked will be silenced in the place of the darkness. It is not by strength that one prevails. Those who oppose the Lord will be broken. The Most High will thunder from heaven, and the Lord will judge the ends of the earth. He will give strength to his king and exalt the horn of his anointed. Then Elkanah went home to Ramah, but the boy ministered before the Lord under El the priest. Eli's wicked sons. Eli's sons were scoundrels. They had no regard for the Lord. Now it was the practice of the priests that whenever any of the people offered a sacrifice, the priest's servant would come with a 3-pronged fork in his hand while the meat was being boiled, and would plunge the fork into the pan or kettle or cauldron or pot. Wherever the fork brought up, the priest would take for himself. This is how they treated all the Israelites who came to Shiloh. But even before the fat was burned, the priest's servant would come to say the persons who was sacrificing, give the priest some meat to roast. He won't accept boiled meat from you, but only raw. If the person said to him, let the fat be burned first, then take whatever you want, the servant would answer, no, hand is over now. If you don't, I'll take it by force. The sin of the young men were very great in the Lord's sight, for they were treating the Lord's offering with contempt. But Samuel was ministering before the Lord, a boy wearing a linen ephod. Each year his mother made him a little robe and took it to him, and she went up with her husband to offer the annual sacrifice. Eli would bless Elkanah and his wife, saying, may the Lord give you children by this woman to take the place of the one she prayed for and gave to the Lord. Then they would go home. And the Lord was gracious to Hannah. She gave birth to 3 sons and 2 daughters. Meanwhile, the boy Samuel grew up in the presence of the Lord. Now Eli who was so very old, heard about everything his sons were doing to all Israel, and how they slept with women who served at the entrance of the tent of meeting. So he said to them, "Why do you do such things? I heard from all the people about these wicked deeds of yours. No, my sons, the report I hear spreading among the Lord's people is not good. If one person sins against another, God may mediate for the offender, but if anyone sins against the Lord, who will intercede for them?" His sons, however, did not listen to their father's rebuke, for it was the Lord's will put them to death. And the boy Samuel continued to grow in stature and in favor of the Lord and with people. Now a man of God came to Eli and said to him, "This is what the Lord says. Did I not clearly reveal myself to your ancestors' family, and they were in Egypt in the Pharaoh? I chose your ancestors out of all the tribes of Israel to be my priests, to go up to my altar, to burn incense, and to wear the ephod in my presence. I also gave your ancestors' family all the food offerings presented by the Israelites. Why do you scorn my sacrifice and offering that I prescribed for my dwelling? Why do you honor your sons more than by fattening yourselves on the choice parts of every offering made by my people of Israel? There the Lord and the God Israel declares, I promised the members of your family would minister before me forever. But now the Lord declares, far be it from me. Those who honor me I will honor, but those who despise me will be disdained. The time is coming when I will cut short the strength of your priestly house, so that no one in it will reach old age. And you will see distress in my dwelling. Although good will be done to Israel, no one in your family will live or will ever reach old age. Every one of you that I do not cut off from offering at my altar, I will spare, only to destroy your sight and sap your strength. And all of your descendants will die in the prime of life. And what happens to your own sons, Hophni and Phinehas, will be assigned to you. They will both die on the same day. I will raise up myself a faithful priest who will do according to what is in my heart and mind. I will firmly establish this priest a house, and they will minister before my anointed one always. Then everyone left in your family line will come and bow down before him for a piece of silver and a loaf of bread and plead, appoint me to some priestly office so I can have food to eat. So there may be a female here who has encountered many unfaithful partners and possibly had children with these unfaithful partners. These unfaithful partners have been given notice of their behavior, and they refuse to change. And at this point, there is someone in the collective that is anointed and is in God's favor and doing as God's will. And because of this, the people around them that are not supporting this person or are not changing their ways to help keep this person or not changing their ways, and they're trying to steer this person off their anointed path, God is going to remove this person and place them in a different house, right? And help elevate this anointed one, while the ones that refuse to do this change are going to see their life crumble between losing family members and their income declining. This anointed one will then encounter these people after a period of time and see how bad things have gotten. But because this anointed one has to follow God's will, there isn't much that they can do for these people. So we're going to draw some cards on this situation. I'm gonna, as always, start off with the universal cards. These universal cards are going to be characteristics about this person, this anointed person. We have enthusiasm. So it says, remember, to be enthusiastic is to be profoundly energized by the divine counsel of life. So even if something doesn't seem as appealing or seems like it's going to be a struggle, if you stay enthusiastic, it can help get you through situations or possibly change the path of that situation. We have compassion. Remember, compassion is cultivated from the authentic presence of an awakened heart. So even though you have to be enthusiastic about a situation, right? Keep your faith. You also need to have compassion, even if it's not that great of a situation for you. We have freedom. Freedom is an intangible, intuitive, inspiring illumination of our independence. So freedom is going to be a mindset. And the last of the cards, we have decision. When we do right, we cannot go wrong. Inspiration. Inspiration is an awakened invitation sparked by or from the higher elevation. So when you do right in situations, no matter what is going on, you stay neutral, but you weigh it out. As long as your intention behind the decision you make, you truly do feel like that was the right decision to make. Divine will try his best. Well, most of the time it will end up panning out in your favor just because of the intention behind the decision that you made. The inspiration, at any point when you start hitting a stagnant spot in your life, you don't really feel like there's any movement forward you can make, that is when you need to look for inspiration. If you can't find any for yourself, you need to pray on it, and the higher counsel will bring one through for you. And here is service. It says, remember, a life while serving is a worthwhile life. As long as you stay loyal and committed to your destiny, your path, divine's will for you, everything you need will be provided, making your life worthwhile living. These are going to be things that you need to focus more on day to day. Train your brain into believing or knowing these about you, these things about you. Affirmations, I guess. Prosperity. So because you've been committed and loyal to Divine's will, prosperity is a gift that's going to be coming to you. You can say this: as the tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal of Divine. The next one is going to be justice. By the power of 3 by 3, Mayal, deliver justice to me. Justice goes hand in hand with making the correct decision, doing what's right. Sometimes when things happen, you have to stay patient, and you have to realize that you're being tested with other situations coming at you to see if you're going to continue to make the correct decisions. That way Divine can weigh out whether or not the justice you're seeking is warranted. Here we have sensuality. You can say your freedom flowing from far away. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. We have fertility. Let all take root, seed, and sprout. Let new life be all about. Fertility doesn't necessarily have to be birthing a child. It could be ideas or a new way of looking at things. Knowledge. You can say, let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of ancestors flow. And then we have wisdom. On a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. And then we have peace. Bridget, goddess, in your sacred name, align with me, peace is flame. So this is letting you know that you really don't have much to worry about. You're going to have the prosperity, so the income that you need to start getting your momentum to move forward. Justice is coming, even though it's probably been slow for you. You may be in a situation where maybe you don't feel as good looking as you used to be because of the way that you're living now. You're not able to maybe afford things or keep yourself up. Divine wants you to know that it doesn't matter, because what's inside of you, that light, that spark, it exudes out of you. It brings the sensuality out of you that people can see and sense. Fertility, you're always going to be generating new ideas and new life for not just yourself but for other people. Knowledge, this is something that you hold inside. You're always going to have the sacred knowledge. You see there's the genie and the lantern there. So there is ancient sacred knowledge that you hold on to. The wisdom is for when to share that knowledge, because sometimes people disguise themselves as maybe being on your side of the fence of things, and really they're not. They will try to pick your brain for that knowledge, so they can turn around and use it in a very dark way. And then peace. Divine wants you to know that because of how fast you have moved and ascended through your levels, that there's not much darkness that is going to come your way that you don't already know how to handle or get through. So you can go on ahead and start working on your peace. And that too is a mind frame, or frame of mind, however you want to say that. We're going to do your angel messages now. We have perspective. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. So there could be something going on, and you may be getting frustrated. There may be a solution that seems to be a consistent one that pops into your head, but it's just not working, or you can't get to that solution. Divine wants you to stop, change the perspective of the situation, and see what you come up with then. King of Michael, it is wisdom. So you have wisdom that came out 3 times now, universal cards and your affirmation. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. So somebody could be approaching you, or somebody could be wanting to come and talk to you about something. They may not know that you already have the knowledge behind whatever they're coming to talk to you about. You need to stay humble during that conversation, and like it says, you need to stay in your integrity. It doesn't need to go negative. Obviously give this person a chance to talk, and be open to it, because maybe that's what you need to have a different perspective on, is listening to them and seeing if it can give you a different view on what has happened. For 2 of Michael, it says it will all be better if you just make a decision over analyzing a problem and find a compromise. So this person may ask you to allow something to happen. It doesn't have to be a relationship view. It could be work. It could be family, friends. But they may ask for another chance. Leap of faith. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. Really listen to your intuition. Your body, your stomach, your heart, your nervous system is all going to tell you whether or not this is safe, if it's comfortable, and if it's okay to move forward. So I'm cutting up on the Ace and the Joker. You could be the Ace of Hearts. You could be a very loving person. The Ace would be under Divine. You would be somebody that would be like the Jack of all trades. Somebody who's very laid back, but very understanding. Somebody who is obviously loving, because you hold the heart. And then here we have the Joker. This could be a wise guy. This could be a smart ass. This could be an instigator. This could be a trickster. This is somebody who, very hard to tell when they're telling you the truth and what is sincere from them and what is not. We have the Nine of Hearts with the Joker. This person is trying to bring you down from the Ace of Hearts to the Nine of Hearts. This person does not want you to be able to elevate spiritually into the realm of knowing, because I have a feeling that there are a lot more secrets, darker or sinister things that have gone on or that are being planned to go on that you're unaware of. And if you reach this level of knowing, they're not going to be able to make these moves. You could possibly already be somebody that is about, I don't know, almost 10 steps ahead of these people, to where you're able to shut down the situation before it actually manifests. We have the 10 of Hearts and the 3 of Spades. So there are 3 people in this club that have come after you when you were in the 10 of Hearts. So probably, I wouldn't say, maybe, this is why I say you elevated fast in your spirituality, because for this person to want to bring you down to the 9, but this began when you were in the 10, so maybe you were on a spiritual journey but didn't tell anyone. You weren't sharing your progress or speaking about it, or this person just may have been MIA for a period of time where they didn't know. Yeah, we're cutting up at the Queen of Clubs now. Okay, and the 10 of Hearts. So the Queen of Clubs is the person who initiated all of this that happened to you. The Queen of Clubs is one of the 3, along with the Joker. Says, yes, your past was horrible, scary, a nightmare, but realize the effects it had on you and heal. Don't be the monster. So Divine is letting you know that when this person comes around, it's going to trigger certain feelings within you, possibly throw you back on your progress. That's when you do need to stay in your integrity. You need to stay focused during this conversation. Acknowledge that it was pretty bad, okay? But you have also progressed, and that's what you need to acknowledge as well. Spez says, it says, spend 1 day a week with your partner doing something intimate, okay? You could have a current partner right now that you may not be as close to as you were in the beginning. Divine is sending this message out because when this person appears from your past, okay, and they try to tug on these heartstrings and bring up these nostalgic memories, along with put you into an emotional unstable state, you need to be able to decipher the relationship that you're in now from the one that is coming back and approaching you. It says, if you expect others to do and act and talk a certain way, then you're too controlling and will continue to be in a state of disappointment. So you need to make a choice. Are you going to allow people to be who they are? If you don't like it, if it is that irritating or that problematic for you, then that's just somebody you don't need to be around. Probably make a decision on how to get out of that situation. And it says, you still haven't realized there is someone you confide in that is always in your ear to make you unconsciously make the wrong choices. So you still have someone close that doesn't want to see you succeed. It could be a happiness hater or just really genuinely dislike you. We have your ascension has you dealing with new levels, same devils. You don't just attract those who need help, but the dark side who will drain you and destroy you. So you need to do some more work on harnessing and protecting your energy, because apparently this is not going to stop for you. It'll probably intensify as you keep climbing your levels. Says you want to know why he cheats all the time, wants to know why you're so sad. Either you truly don't give a fuck about each other because one's willing to throw it all away, then you just need to leave because it won't change. And then it says, go with your first instinct and don't change your mind. If it don't sound or seem right, then it's not. If you have to question something and go back and forth on a decision, then that means there's somebody or some like unseen energy around you causing confusion. And that is so you intentionally make the wrong decision. If you have a decision to make and you're an empath, right? And you're around someone else who is a confused person all the time, and you pick up on their energy, then you need to be able to decipher that from yours. We have hollow. So someone's not home. Someone's got a shell walking around, but they're not there. Someone's brain is not active. You can tell by looking at their eyes. Says love and passion between two hearts. Dispel your doubts because there is a love for everyone. So just because the situation is not going to work with you and someone, you don't need to let that scare you or put fear in you for your future, because like it says, there's someone for everyone. It says there is someone in your life that has been a part of past lives. It's okay to trust this person because they help with guidance. Someone intends to cheat you. This could be cheating you out of money. This could be a personal betrayal. This could leave you upset. This could be an imbalance in a relationship. Cupid is aiming an arrow at your heart, so stand still, fall in love. This could be a new love or a current love. Marriage proposal in the future, near future. An excuse of a person. We have the Joker that came back out. This person plays this energy to avoid following suit, but can't win any situation. They never really get held accountable for their situations because they're always finding a way out. Says speak to the Most High more. He wants you to increase your confidence so that he can bring in money and improve your finances. We have a changed man. There is somebody who is currently working on changing themselves or has changed. We have illusions asleep. So somebody has not woken up yet, or someone has, and this is the Joker. Okay? So when this Joker approaches you, this Joker could tell you that they're a changed man. but you need to be aware that this Joker has been under a lot of illusions, okay? This Joker has been asleep for a long time. You're not going to know unless you really listen to them talk, okay? When you sit quiet and you allow them to speak and speak and speak and speak, that is when they're going to tell on themselves. That is when you're going to know if they're still asleep and in this illusion, or if they really have changed. There's a third party or an interruption by a third party. This person is in your home. They are a part of your family. There's only so much someone has to go through. Oh, there's only so much someone has to go. So, you're exerted. You don't have any more left to give. Your energy's done, okay? Your nerves are shot. So, if these people keep fucking with you, someone has to go. And it may have to be you. Take your time. You're going to experience contradictions, interruptions, and hesitations. There's going to be a door that will open where you're going to need to take a leap of faith. And rewards. Your journey is ready to gain the riches that have been waiting for you. You're going to end up having to leave your comfort zone. So like I said, you're going to need to take a leap of faith. When you leave that comfort zone, that is when you're going to get your spiritual wealth and your physical wealth. Physical realm. Someone's cousins are involved in what's been going on. You need to look up the number 23609. This could be a Hebrew Bible number. Divine says you need to kill him with kindness. Something's going to happen at the nighttime. And it says, don't forget. Don't retaliate. Sit back and let the Most High handle it. So something's gonna happen at night, okay? And whatever you do, you don't need to act back on it. You need to sit back, let this person do what they're gonna do, and just try to keep yourself safe as possible. Divine will make sure that this person is handled. We have High Priest or Priestess. This would be you. We have Native American. We have Forgiveness, Asia, and Health. So, there is a Native American that is currently living right now. This Native American feels responsible. They feel responsible because the same time that they gave or did something with you is when your spiritual gifts started to activate. I don't think that this person is aware that they themselves really did not do that to you. But this person is also along the shaman bloodline, okay? So they're able to have a little bit of foresight, and the stuff that they saw coming for you and didn't speak up to let you know, that's what's eating them up about. The Asia and health. You may have some type of Asian in your bloodline as well. This plays a huge role in you having knowledge on how to holistically heal yourself and those around you. We have monk or nun. That is your journey, spiritual versus religion. This could be something that you experienced in this lifetime as well. The arts, you could be artistic, whether that's drawing, music, dancing, cooking, whatever. Lessons and blessings. You've gone through enough lessons, past enough lessons. Your blessings are now going to start coming in. We have father here. You could have a passed on father. Your father wants you to work on your scribe writing, because that is how they are going to be able to tap into you. We have ships coming in with the angels, and that's help, okay? It's coming in to help you, because what's going on is, because these people cannot defeat you, you're going to be starved out. I think the goal was to erase you, not physically kill you, but put you in a situation where you didn't have any resources, so that you would commit suicide. And because they have already pretty much tried this to you and you haven't committed suicide, they're going to do something to the resources that are helping you, okay? And pretty much starve you out. When the human body goes without food and water, it starts to hallucinate, okay? And then shut down. So because you're too mentally strong, and you're able to fight through the spiritual attacks, and they haven't been successful at getting you to commit the suicide, starving you out is the next step. This is why you're going to need to learn how to heal holistically, because there's going to be things that you need to survive off of that is not your everyday food that you're used to. There's somebody that has been trying to do mirror magic. This is a page of cups, okay? This is somebody who could be an older, mid-age to older man who's been doing this mirror magic. This person could like roses, okay? It was in reverse, so the mirror magic is no longer working. Because, well, the Justice card came in reverse, so this person is unable to do the mirror magic. It's been blocked from being able to tap into that ability, right? So it's not bringing this group the justice that they're wanting, the results that they're wanting. and we have the House in reverse. So because this person is not able to do mirror magic and is not able to bring the results this group wants, the person, the home that this person lives in that does this mirror magic is going to lose their home. This group is going to take this home from this person. This person could be a resource for you. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. There is somebody who works at a job that is very laxed, okay? This person doesn't really have to wear a uniform. This person has the ability to sit down in a chair all day. Doesn't have to really do any work at all. They're just doing whatever the fuck they feel like doing. Because this came in reverse, this person is going to lose their job. Here we have the King of Chalices. So there is a father figure that has children around. This man is either watching children or has custody of the children, right? Here you see the ancestors are coming in. The ancestors are haunting this man. They're playing mind games with this man, okay? And it's because of what happened for this custody arrangement to take place. And then we have the Ten of Swords. You're coming in as the Phoenix, okay? The Phoenix has arose from the fire, and here you're being held up, like acknowledged, okay? And that's happening right now. The Nine of Swords. So you could have been in a state of spiritual attacks nonstop. And the whole goal was, like I said, to cause an insanity, a mental illness, unstable. And here we have the Five of Swords, and it was in reverse. There was a competition here between 3 people to do this to you. Because it's in reverse, Divine has shut that competition down. Each and every one of these people that was involved in this against you has lost their abilities. They are no longer able to tap into your energy. They are no longer able to spy on you. They are no longer able to body jump and trick you and get into your daily life to cause issues for you. Doesn't mean they're not going to try, because they can always keep trying to recruit, but money's getting short. Here we have the Knight of Wands. So we have somebody who is a mother figure, okay? This came in reverse. This mother figure is being influenced by demonic energy. And it's in her home, okay? And she can't see them. She doesn't know. She is completely unaware that this influence is happening to her. There's a family here with the Four of Wands, okay? This family is very much tied to sexuality, sex addictions, and secrets. There's a lot of secrets in this family that are hidden. And unfortunately, this could be a multi-race family, okay? Unfortunately, there is so much entities, spirits, darkness that is seeping in through this family that things are starting to die. The structure is not going to be able to hold anymore. And if this character here follows through with hanging this pumpkin right now, that whole tree branch right there is gonna cave. A whole branch of this family tree is gonna just cave in. It's gone. The Four of Pentacles. There could be somebody here who likes to cook, okay? This person could have been asked to do kitchen magic on you. Your ancestors right now have played around with this person by switching out the herbs that were actually meant for this magic. Okay, so this person is confused. They don't understand why they keep making this food and you're not getting sick. You're not feeling the effects. They don't see you, shitting yourself on the toilet. You're not puking. You're not running fevers. They're baffled. They don't know why. And it's because here, if you see, there's little men in the cabinets that are switching shit around on them. Here we have the Eight of Swords. This is the suicide card. It came in reverse. This is exactly what they wanted to happen. They wanted you to get completely overwhelmed, okay, by debt, bills piling up, by the magic being done, by the hallucinations, voices, thoughts, the loss of everything, that you just gave up. It's in reverse, so it's not going to happen. Here we have the Ten of Pentacles. They are going to watch you get your family back, and they're going to watch you build your own family, okay? And here, there's a dog involved. There's 2 kids involved. There's the husband, the wife. There's a daughter, and a mom and dad. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Your spirit team is at your feet, by your side every day. They are giving you the foresight to see what is coming at you, okay? And they are helping you to make the grounds around your living situation holy, okay? They're helping you either. But here's the thing. The thing about this is you're able to work with light and dark. So when I say holy, that doesn't mean that there still ain't dark spirits walking on that premise. Those dark spirits know very well that they can't cross that line into your energy and fuck with you. They can do other people in the house or on the grounds if they want, but they can't touch you, okay? So the area in which you dwell, so if you dwell in the living room for a minute, that area is holy for that moment. Once you move and you go out to your room or go out to the kitchen or whatever, that holiness leaves that area and it walks with you. Here we have the Six of Chalices. This is a mother and 2 kids that get reunited. Excuse me. We have Swinger. So somebody enjoys having multiple partners. We have the state of Virginia. We have Vermont, Wisconsin, Washington, and Puerto Rico that are involved. Eraser, can I please get the current situation that is coming at the collective? The situation that is coming up that the collective needs to be aware of. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Wheel in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Moon in reverse. There are two mother figures here, okay? One who clearly has already gotten her horns, alright? And then the other one who is infatuated with your energy and loves the idea of being able to embody that in your gifts, okay? So we have a Queen of Pentacles who holds the money. This is probably most likely the one that recruited the other mother. You and your wheel are here in the middle. So have it like this. No, it was like this. Excuse me, the camera's backwards. Okay? So, if you see the energy here that is being tugged by both these women, this is the one that has the money. She's already grown her horns. This is the one who thinks that she's swimming in your energy. Some sick shit. She probably would bathe in your blood type of sick shit. You have the Knight of Wands. Back here is... This Knight of Wands is back here, right? Okay, acting like a wild fucking stallion. Is dicking down every female possible. And he's burning them. STD. We have the Moon in reverse. Everything that these people here are doing, and I told you, this all revolves around sex. Okay, there's... that's how you know this is occult, like satanic, like, because it involves sex. It's around sex magic. Everything that they have been doing to you or to try to get to you, it's all going to come out. And all of this is happening at night. These people are meeting at night around water. Okay, so a beach, a lake. A big water, not no creek or river. This is a beach or a lake. Beach, like ocean. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. This is what your Akashic records show. This, the Chariot, is what has happened. One, these people have affected your ability to travel. And then two, the Divine has cut these people off from traveling to your Akashic records. Okay? They're no longer able to view that shit. There is somebody here who thinks, okay, they think that they're going to be able to go on to heaven and reap their love or their proclaimed love's harvest when pigs fly. This person is not getting shit but an empty bowl when they go to heaven, if they get to go to heaven. Right now, he's wearing a red wristband, so everything is a Scientology viewpoint, right? Satanist viewpoint. This person is most likely not inhabiting their body, but floating just right above it, while something else is inside. We have the Page of Pentacles here. There is a young female. Okay. That is either working on being able to transform, shapeshift into your energy here, so that they can have this big pentacle, but their crown is dark. It's not, they're not going to get it. We have the King of Wands here. Again, this is that stallion in the background. Now he's coming forward. We have the Leo in the back that is watching him. The Page of Swords. Like I said, this female here who is studying, trying to embody your energy. She's in reverse, not going to make it. The Hierophant. There is a official of some sort involved in this that is going to actually go off the hinges. Okay, this official has done something when it comes to money, and they're gonna go AWOL, as the army would call it. We have the Queen of Cups here, who is still working very, very, very hard on getting your wheel to head her way. This Knight of Wands and Queen of Pentacles could have a sexual relationship with each other. Here we have Sagittarius, Bina, and Cancer. You could be a Sagittarius, a moon Sagittarius. The reason why I say that is, or there's some planetary position within your sign that puts you at Sagittarius. And with Bina and Cancer, they are turning a situation between this Cancer and this Sagittarius very sour, very dark. It gives me the feeling that they want this Cancer to snap and do something to this Sag. In fact, I'm gonna pull some cards on that. Okay. We have the magician here, okay? If you pay attention to this magician, his little ribbon thing has created the infinity sign, but then he turns this wand into a sword to cut this infinity sign up, right? All while he's balancing on this coin. So there is either the Cancer who has been paid or recruited to do this magic work, and if so, if we go this route, it would say that they needed to connect with you on a childlike level, okay, to create a bond with you, but their goal was to disrupt your creativity, your mindset, okay, and allow this other person no, see, there's a death that happened. This person was supposed to disrupt your creativity. All while they're doing this work, a partner that they had passed away. Okay? They don't realize either that they have spiritually had sex with a succubus. Okay? When this partner passed away, it has made this person, this Cancer person, start looking at you in disgust, okay? They now view you in a controlling mother, bad apple light, right? And all of this was done on purpose to keep you from reuniting with some young ones, your kids possibly, while these two women backdoor to get the spiritual key in order to access the information that you're holding, this ancient information, to the world, right? That's if we go the magician route on that. If we go that there was a magician here who was paid a coin to intercede on the relationship between you and this Cancer that was childlike, okay, to stop the creativity, because when you get into your creativity mode is when you're able to bring about change on this world and for humanity. You're able to tap into something great, okay? So that this father figure of maybe these two young ones down here could continue on with this fake marriage and family life, right? And bring death to you while tricking this Cancer, okay, to have sex with a succubus, and not realizing the succubus was actually a mother figure of either this female he is with or the his own mother or the mother of the other male here involved, in order to stop the reunification so that these two bitches could get the key to the information of ancient information of the world. Now, only you are going to know who the magician is. Cutting the deck on the mind maze. Divine is now throwing a sword in it. He's done with the fuckery and the mind games. He's done with the multiple partners, the cheating and the lying. Okay? And here you have a gift, a secret gift was dropped off to the kids by, you don't know who. So, let's find out. By the woman with the strength. So you could have already have contacted these kids and given them something. to make them want to come back and reunite. There's a man here who is building or putting in a doorway for this lady. And there's a man here left deserted who is on his way in, but pay attention to the birds. Somebody's house could catch on fire. Somebody could be getting promoted. There's a wedding. We have a man here who's going to realize that they're in communication or in the presence of an angel. And then we have another man here who is bringing in a false promise or gift to a prostitute. So that could be two different men, or that could be the same man. Same man is going to soon be aware that the presence they're in is actually of an angel. Unaware of this when the false gift was promised to a prostitute. Or it's the two different men. We have snake energy. This is element of earth. So earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I know there's a few other, but we have element of earth with the snake. So somebody's got, a snake has reached out to somebody. We have the chesed. We have Uranus. So somebody wants to come in looking like they're cool, okay? Looking like they are calm, collected. But coming in with Uranus, they're there to cause some pain. This could be physical or mental pain. Yeah, see, they're gonna screw Earth up. Earth is here, the monotone, right? When this snake is done with it, this Earth is going to have so many splits in them, they're not going to know what to be. They're mad one second, they're cool the next, they're laid back, then they're starting to get fired back up. Like, that's from this snake. Here we have Jupiter. With the octagram. So there's somebody here who has a strong ability to mess with energy. They can come in and form the energy in a room any way that they'd like. Then we have the Chakman and the crown chakra. So this snake, who is dealing with an earth sign, is causing mental and physical pain. This snake knows very much how to manipulate energy, and the whole goal is to get into the mind of this person. I would say to suppress the soul of this person, this earth sign, so badly that they can pretty much body jump and fuck with their mind for their own reasonings. And I think the reason why this is coming out is because this could possibly be somebody that you're around and you need to be aware, because the snake slithers, doesn't stay in one spot for too long, right? With it coming in the back door, another sex thing, and you seem to be the focal point of a lot of it. They could be trying to get into this person before they attach themselves to you. We have a Taurus here, the Kundalini. Kundalini is sex. The Pisces. Pisces energy manipulator as well. Pisces tree of life. Ancestors are there. We have Capricorn and the Om. So Pisces is trying to bring awareness on this energy, trying to educate on how to bring the peace back into the home, and also have them look within themselves. And we have the element of water. And the nonogram. If you're a Pisces, you need to really pay attention to these people's energy, and when they switch up, when they start shifting, their faces will shift if another energy is in their body. Little facial expressions that they haven't made before. Pay attention, their coloring will be different. Facial structure will be slightly different. Who's bringing in a Taurus? there's a past partner to a male in your house or around you that is going to be appearing. This is going to be the Taurus, the female that's going to be coming in. That Taurus is going to be who holds the snake. So that's why people shouldn't have multiple partners. Alright, we're gonna do the ancestor cards and then we'll cut it off. So someone has a creativity that can eventually allow this person to obtain anything that they want. This person is trying to teach others around them how to tap into this creativity and make it a long-lasting thing, like a revenue, a generational thing, right? But there's competition going on about this because instead of looking at it as teamwork, one is looking at it as having to outdo the other. And there's a problem because there's an act of love that needs to be happening, not competition. And the reason being is because there's addiction involved, and the addiction has taken the defense mechanism all the way down so that this person is not able to see or be aware of when people are inhabiting these dark spirits or entities to protect themselves. And so divine is saying you need to be careful going into business with these people because one, they're trying to infect you with something that you won't get rid of, and because you're a divine spirit, you most likely have something wrong with your body or health in one way or another. That everybody who is connected to divine has something wrong with the immune system, okay? And so if you get sick, it's going to affect you in a real negative way that could potentially throw you off your path, okay? And this person is so blinded by this competition of trying to prove or try to beat you at obtaining things before you can obtain them, that they have no clue what they've been dabbling in or who they've had around them or who they've been dealing with. And they have no defense mechanism either. The body. These are people that are either around people to praise them over their body, to build up their confidence. These are people who have too high of confidence and think that they just are like the cat's meow. Okay? Either way, this is a sexual being with an ego that is bigger than they don't even understand. Okay? And there's no vision. They can't see shit of what's coming at them. This person's wings are even turning black. They're being infiltrated and have no idea. The wise guy. Yeah, this person, if they don't figure this out really soon, this person is gonna find out that they have a child produced outside of your situation with them, but their soul, their spirit is also going to start diminishing, and that's because whatever it is they're dabbling with, whether it be in person or not, because like music videos, music can do it to you too. It's whatever opens that doorway for them to come in. This person is slowly being taken over. You're gonna have to deal with that absence from this person and go into self-preservation mode as an act of love towards yourself, because you're not going to get it from this person. You're going to get straight destruction, and they're promising you that. The devil. Prophecy. You are prophecy. Okay, you're fulfilling a prophecy. You have probably already spoken on this to the person and they turned their head, the other cheek to you, as if you were talking nonsense, and went about their actions here. I wouldn't keep fucking with this person. Not sexually. Yeah, no. The snake. No. The snake wants in and is coming in through this female. Okay? It's very important that they do so, because they need to get to you and your creativity. There's something you're working on, or there's something that you're about to tap into, or there's something that you are tapped into, that you are generating to manifest into reality, and they have to stop it. Because whatever it's going to do is going to generate income for you. Main goal is to keep you away from any type of income. This month's mass shooting, someone's gonna give birth to the Antichrist. That could have been a thing too. People have been wanting to get you knocked up. They want you to have a balanced breakfast. You might be pregnant. You need that balanced breakfast to feed that devil. Pyramid of severed heads. The falcon with its cap on. So there, you could be the bird, okay? You could be the birdie that is very much aware of the invasion through the mind. And so you protect your crown chakra, okay? The pyramid of severed heads, meaning this entity has invaded a lot of people. It's moving through these people and their groups. This entity could very much have the agenda of getting you pregnant. Be careful with this mass shooting. It could be a sign that somebody is coming your way with a gun. They possibly think it's you sending that entity towards them or something. I don't know. Alright, y'all. That's it. Don't forget to check out the other videos that have been posted and hit like, share, and subscribe.